In this video, we'll look at how to write reaction equations, so either going from words to symbols or vice versa. So in order to do that, you need to first know what a few different symbols mean. So when it says plus or reacts with in a word problem, that indicates that you need to have a plus sign in between those two chemicals. If it says yields or produces, that indicates you need an arrow. You'll need to know 4 different states of matter. Solid is a lowercase s in parentheses, liquid is a lowercase l in parentheses, gas is a lowercase g in parentheses, and then aqueous. This means that you have a solid dissolved in water, and we abbreviate that as AQ. Another thing that you need to know is that there are 7 diatomic elements. So these 7 diatomic elements, they form a 7 on the periodic table. So nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine, and then plus hydrogen. So these molecules always form in pairs. So you'll see Br2, I2, and so on with a subscript 2. So let's look at a couple examples going from words to symbols first. So you're told in this first example that you have solid magnesium. Magnesium, the symbol for that is Mg. And then since it's a solid, we're going to include a lowercase s in parentheses. Plus we have chlorine gas. Chlorine is one of our 7 diatomic elements, so we need Cl with a subscript 2. We're told that it's a gas, so we'll have lowercase g. And then it yields, that indicates that you need an arrow. It yields magnesium chloride. Now in this unit, you might need to go back to the bonding unit and relearn how to create ionic compounds from the name. So here we have magnesium chloride. We're going to use the crisscross method. Magnesium has a +2 charge, chlorine is -1. So crisscross those 2 charges, and you get the formula MgCl2. And you're told that this is a solid. So you'll have a lowercase s. Our next example, we have solid iron. The symbol for iron is Fe. Since it's a solid, we have lowercase s. Plus we have aqueous lead 2 sulfide. Again, you'll need to know how to write formulas. So lead 2 is Pb with a +2 charge. Sulfide has a -2 charge. So since those are equal and opposite charges, you can stick them together in a 1-to-1 ratio. You'll have PbS. And it's aqueous, so we need AQ. We're told that it yields, so that means we need the arrow. It yields aqueous iron 2 sulfide. So iron 2 is Fe with a +2 charge, and then again sulfur or sulfide has a -2 charge. So we have FeS as our formula. It's aqueous, so AQ, and then plus we have solid lead. So plus Pb, it's a symbol for lead, and it's solid. Next, let's look at an example where we're going from the equation to words. So here's what you're given. And so we're going to translate that to words. So we have solid carbon. That's the C with the lowercase s. It reacts with, so you can either say the plus is reacts with, or you could just simply write plus oxygen gas. So oxygen gas is next. We have O2, that's diatomic. And then we have a lowercase g, so that's oxygen gas. Next we see the arrow. This arrow means that it yields or produces. And then you'll need to know the name of this formula. So this is a covalent compound. Therefore, we use the prefixes. So it will be carbon dioxide, and it is a gas, lowercase g. We'll look at another example where we need to write the word equation. So here we have Al, that's aluminum, and it's a solid. So we're going to write out solid aluminum we have a plus sign. So we're going to write reacts with. Then we have O2. O2 is oxygen. And oxygen, we can see, is a gas. So we're going to say it reacts with oxygen, gas. Then we have the arrow. So the arrow represents to produce, or you can say to yield. Either word works. And then an ionic compound. I need to figure out the name of this. So ionic compounds, you name the metal first. And then the nonmetal with the IDE ending. Aluminum is not a metal with more than one charge, and so you don't need Roman numerals. And this aluminum oxide is a solid. So we're going to actually insert that here so that it reads to produce or yield solid aluminum oxide. Here's another example. So in this example, we have aqueous sodium hydroxide. So aqueous sodium hydroxide. Then we have the plus sign here. So this reacts with. We see another aqueous reactant. This reacts with aqueous iron. Iron's a metal with more than one charge. In this case, it's iron 2 chloride. To produce, that's the arrow. It separates the reactants from the products. It produces aqueous sodium chloride. And we have another product, and iron 2 hydroxide. And we're going to include solid. So, and solid iron 2 hydroxide. Two last examples. In this one, again, we're going to write out the word equation. So we have aqueous, magnesium oxide, plus lead 2 chloride. And this lead 2 chloride is aqueous. And this yields or produces aqueous magnesium chloride and solid lead 2 oxide.